Did I make you laugh?
You did. And we're live.
What?
We're live.
Live action?
We are live.
Okay.
We are live.
Sorry you're a little delayed, but
We thought
Jason, we don't have any internet, dear.
thought the contractor was coming. Oh, we don't. It's trying to connect. Now it's connected. That was weird. Here we go.
Hey, from Georgia.
Maybe we're going now. Our internet was acting squirrely there for a second. Here we go.
I
There we
don't know
go.
how I saw that,
I don't either.
but I did. Y'all see this live action going on behind us?
Oh yeah, I got
It's a party of three.
the trio back here. Oh, good gracious!
It's
Well,
a party of three.
Fingers crossed it goes smoothly.
Well, I can tell you this.
Yeah.
2 of the 3 are tired.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 are tired.
Jason's hoarse and
I'm hoarse. I strained a back muscle riding one of those rides at Universal. And
I didn't.
I didn't. I felt it, but it wasn't that bad. And it's just progressively got worse. And it gets where I can hardly move at all. I mean, it hurts. And you had a muscle relaxer for when you have your strained your neck. And so I tried one, and it worked. But my back feels perfectly fine now. But it makes me feel like I've taken a Benadryl or Claritin or something. I'm a little tired, and I just can't focus real good, or my head seems cloudy. You know what I'm talking about?
I got you covered.
You got me covered?
I got you covered.
Well, my back don't hurt. That's the good thing. just like, that's the only way I can explain. It's very similar to a Benadryl. How a Benadryl makes me feel. Just kind of just.
Benadryl doesn't really
tired.
do anything to me.
Really? Yeah.
But I tell you what,
What's that?
that muscle relaxer makes me.
It don't bother me at all that way. It don't. It just makes me feel not focused. You know, just a brain fog. That's right, Cindy. That's what I like. That's what I feel like. I just kind of.
That's what you like.
You see, a brain fog. That's what it's like.
Well,
but we did have a nice vacation though.
we did. And speaking of, this is funny because you're having your backache now.
Yeah.
When we were at Universal, so that we had a slide in the pool.
Yeah.
Where we were staying, and Mary Carl had been on it 5,000 times, and she wanted me to do it. And I initially told her I wasn't going down that slide, but then the more I watched her, the more fun it looked. So I told her I was going to go up to the top and take a look at it, and she said, "You can't just go to the top and look, Mommy. You got to go down." So I went to the top, and the lifeguard up there, I asked her, how was it? And she said, "It's really fun." And I said, "Can I stop at the bottom and not go under?" Because I ruptured an eardrum when I was younger. It wasn't due to loud music or anything. It was an infection that ruptured my eardrum. So I don't like to get that ear wet. It just feels funny. It feels like it goes all the way to my brain. It doesn't, but that's what it feels like. And she told me she thought I could stop before I went under the water.
Yeah.
Well, enough said. I'm going down the slide, right?
Yeah.
So go down the slide, and I didn't go under. I stopped myself, and I was able to stand up at the bottom. Well, that encouraged me to want to do it again. So I went right on back up to the top, and I did the slide again. When I got out of the slide the second time, I was walking like a penguin. And it wasn't that I really hurt myself. It was a catch in the bottom of my spine.
Yeah.
Right there at the top of your buttocks.
Yeah.
And it was just a little catch there. Made me walk kind of straight up.
This back string show got me.
Well, Jason didn't go with us. He was doing something in the room, and when we got back, you noticed me walking.
I did.
I didn't tell you that I had hurt my back. I just told you that I was walking like
You was walking funny.
penguin.
Like you was on a runway.
I was on a runway, all right. I felt like it needed a pop for lack of other way to say it. But It went away.
It did go
That
away.
evening, it went away. Thankfully, it worked itself out.
Oh, my goodness.
What do they have? Just ignore those three behind
Oh,
us.
Goodness.
They're up to no good.
Mm.
And I don't see Rocky in the picture. He's probably laid out asleep somewhere.
Yeah, Rocky don't.
Rocky can't hang like they can. But, that's
Oh.
to be expected.
Well, look how big he is, though, y'all. Look at that. He is a monster.
That is Bandit
He is a monster.
playing with Holly.
But I haven't had a back muscle issue in forever, so it's something that don't happen very often, like at all.
But you know what? I don't think you did it on a ride.
I do. What do you think I did it on?
I don't know, but the whole drive home, you didn't have an issue.
It wasn't that bad. I could feel it wasn't that bad when I breathed in real deep. I could feel a little bit, but it's there. It's okay though. Oh my gosh.
Bandit gets in the water bowl. He doesn't just drink the water. It's a big giant bowl set out here for Holly and the boys.
Mm-hmm.
And Bandit, I see Rocky.
He's
He's
way
coming
over
back
here,
this
isn't
way. Bandit gets down in the bowl.
Sloppy.
But Bandit's
So
not
sloppy.
the water guy.
Mm.
Rocky's the water guy.
He likes to stay in the sprinkler.
He stays in the sprinkler. And y'all, I caught him in the pond the other day up to his neck. Just
That's
his
funny.
head was sticking out. Bandit, not so much. He doesn't care about the water like Rocky does. So I guess that super mutts don't like water
I guess not.
as much as what does he have in him that Bandit doesn't? I mean, what is
A
Rocky?
boxer.
I don't know. He's got something that water likes.
One of them had Siberian Husky, and one of them didn't. I can't remember.
There's Rocky. He's walking by.
And y'all, it looked like it was gonna storm, but I think it's blowing over us. But the wind started to pick up on us here. I saw Chestnut Hills ask us, "Do we get any of the rain?" No,
Not yet.
0 rain.
Not yet.
Yeah, no rain. We need it though. I figure if I came out here and did the live stream, that would make it rain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then we could go inside.
Or everybody be happy if you worked your back out and did a rain dance.
Oh, yeah. As long as I got the muscle relaxing. I think
Oh,
we can do
goodness.
that,
No.
yeah. They said it's raining in town.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it ain't raining here.
How about
I
that?
think it's gonna miss us because it's starting to look clear over here.
It is.
Yeah.
We were standing out at the barn a few minutes ago thinking that Roberto might come before we did the live, and boy, that sky was black.
Yeah, it was black.
And I looked at the radar, and Jason tells me to don't look at the future, but the
Yeah.
future was showing it not coming our way.
Yeah.
That was a horn.
That was odd, wasn't it?
We don't have any
Oh,
roads that go beside us.
Not right there.
Yeah, you could use, well, I don't know. They said they could use rain in Florida. So last week we were in Florida. We were in Orlando, and it did not rain a drop for 6 straight days.
Didn't. And it didn't rain a drop here for 6 straight days.
That's
I
right.
don't know when the last time. Well, it kind of rained one day. But we haven't had much rain.
No,
at
it
all.
rained the day we got home.
Yeah, but for a minute.
Well, it was rain.
Yeah.
It didn't rain a minute in Florida.
That's true. That is true. I do got I need a favor from you guys. There is this guy that's called John Wilson's Poultry. And
Is he back at it?
he's back at it.
Oh my gracious.
He's on Facebook, and I may send Chestnut Hills a link to it if I can.
Well, she's in, maybe she's not
And
driving.
they could post a link for me. Anyways, he keeps stealing my pictures and putting them up. It's a scam site. He's scamming people out of money. And I keep getting my pictures taken off, but Facebook won't do anything about it. So don't report the page because they're not going to do anything about it. But it's called John Wilson's Poultry. And
Poultry farm, isn't
yeah,
it?
something like that. Hang on, I got a picture of it. Yeah, this is it.
What do you want them to do?
I want them to go to his page and just wear him out. John Wilson's Poultry Farm. Go there if you can and say, "This is not Jason. You're a scammer. Please take the picture down. This is not you. You're fake." Please do that.
We don't wear mics. On
We
the
don't wear
live.
mics on the lives. We just use the
Computer. John Wilson's Poultry Farm.
John Wilson Poultry Farm.
No S on Wilson.
No.
WILSON. S-O-N, poultry farm. I don't know if that doesn't show up backwards.
No,
does
it just shows up on us backwards. It don't show them backwards. Right there.
He friended me. Oh my gosh.
This is not me. So if y'all would go to this page, everybody's saying it's too windy. We're gonna have to go inside.
Oh no.
Yeah, everybody's saying it's too windy. We can't hear you. The wind. Can y'all put your mics on? The wind's pretty intense. We're gonna have to go inside.
Oh no.
The wind's messing the volume up. I can't
block
hear you.
him. You can't block him. I mean,
We can't block him. That won't do no good.
it's nothing to do with us. He's
He's
using-
pretending to be me is what he's doing. He's using my. There isn't a page called that.
Yeah, it is. He just pulled it up.
John Wilson's Poultry Farm. I
Can
want to
you just
delete
speak
it.
up? Because I talk loud, but you don't.
I filed a
Can you
claim.
talk louder? I can hear you fine.
Okay, people are saying that. Okay, I just don't want to be. Sounds good to me. Okay,
Can
We got a
barely
lot
hear
of-
you over the wind. Camera in the cardboard box.
go baby, go. You can't get. Well, knock the computer over.
Okay, somebody said they commented on this page, so
Okay, the page
Um,
may have been deleted. If y'all did find the page, share the link because it was there a few minutes ago
that's
before I
right.
came.
She said it. Joanne Fox, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Audio's fine. Can't find this page.
Okay, maybe it's gone now.
It's not because people say they commented. on
Okay,
it.
if y'all do find this page on Facebook, y'all share. There it is, right there.
All right.
I wish I could. Oh goodness. I wish I could do that. But anyways, John Wilson Poultry Farm. That's it. A lot of people are sharing it. Y'all go there, and I'm tired of messing with this guy. This has been going on for months. I'll file a copyright claim on the picture. If Facebook will take it down, he turns and puts it right back up again. And so I'm just tired of dealing with him. I'm tired of dealing with him. So
I mean, he's gonna do it to somebody else, definitely, because that's what he's out
It's
to
just
do.
a scammer.
He's a scammer.
Yeah. And he's using my pictures because he's pretending to sell
Chicken.
chickens and poultry, and dogs are even on his page. But
Yeah, reporting the page ain't gonna do anything.
it don't do any good. It don't-
Facebook could care less.
Facebook could care less about scammers. They don't care anything about them. It's all automated, and if that page looks halfway legit, then they
don't do anything.
They don't do anything. They'll say, we looked at this page. It's all automated. A visible human doesn't look at it. It's all done by machine. So, but that was one thing I wanted to get you guys to go over there and just let him have it. Yes, Facebook won't do nothing about him. It's been going on for months and months. Also, I wanted to make an announcement too. After y'all wear that guy out, he's gonna wish he hadn't used my pictures. I'm tired of him. But anyways, is that the blog?
No, not enough people have nothing to do with it. It's a machine.
Yeah, it's automated. It don't matter. It won't matter.
The blog.
The blog, that's my handwritten blog, is on our website now. So when the live's over with, y'all can go to the blog and read it. The first one here is about seed starting.
Where is it?
It's on our website, coghillfarm.com. And so the blog's there. I'm going to try to do one two times a month. And it could be about, gardening. It could be about the animals. That's why it's called Critters and Crops is the name of the blog. So it's going to be a lot of how-to stuff in there and that kind of thing. So I'm excited about it. It's something that's been in the works for a long time now. So the blog is up and it is live. And the first one is written, and it's about seed starting. Now, the guy's probably not even from the United States. He's probably in Nigeria or, something like that. So getting the lawyers, trying to send him, it's all fake. You don't even have anybody you can even find. I mean, it could be in a totally different country.
Or he could
Yeah.
be right here in Alabama. You
Could
just
be.
don't know.
Whatever it is, he has it out for me because he's constantly changing the pictures all the time.
And watermarking the
time.
pictures, y'all. These are old pictures. These
Yeah, they're
are
old
pictures that have been
pictures.
on Coggill. Look at Jason. He looks like a little boy.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of my pictures from articles and magazines we've been in. That's where he's been. He's not actually getting them from Facebook. So it is what it is.
The link is up. Sandra Sweeney wants to put the link up again. It should be on the live.
Yeah, a lot of guys are posting it on the live.
Well, I mean, you still got it.
They'd have to try to copy it. I don't know if they can or not, but
yeah,
anyway.
I'll put scammer because you don't want anybody to deal with somebody like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad that nothing can be done besides Jason saying that it's fraudulent.
Yeah, all I can do is file a copyright claim on the picture.
And that does get it taken down, but he puts it right back up.
Yep.
So if you can't find it, don't worry about it.
It ain't that big a deal, but I figured even if it was just a couple of hundred that went over there, that maybe he would just get the picture and just
give it up.
Stop. Yeah.
Give it up. But since chickens have become such a hot commodity again,
there's a lot of scammers
there's
out there.
a lot of scammers. So y'all do not give anybody money over the internet. And we will never ask you for a dime. So know that.
Yeah. And that Daniel at Arms Family, he had somebody, he's had that happen to him a couple of times. And that is people pretending to be them and saying you won something. So if you get a message from us or email from us saying you won something, y'all, that is not us at all.
If we are having a contest of any kind, it'll be on our website.
Yeah.
We will talk about it on our live. It won't be any kind of mystery to you. Matter of fact, Piper's brother, Tristan, sent Jason a copy of something saying he had won this bow and arrow from a YouTube channel that he watches. And the channel was legit. So Tristan thought he really won the bow and arrow, but the people wanted $50 for shipping and handling.
Yeah.
So he asked Jason, should I send him $50? And Jason looked at it. He said, no, sir.
It's a scammer.
It's a scam.
Yep. It's a scam.
It's sad, but it's legit, and people are doing anything they can to make $1 off of you. Hard-working money.
That's right. So y'all just be really, 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 really careful out there. We've been trying for years to get verified on Facebook, and Facebook's declined us that for several times. I have reported him to be pretending to be me, and Facebook just didn't do anything.
They won't do anything.
They said that they didn't see anything wrong. So,
and that's one reason that we encourage you guys to watch us on YouTube, because we get good support.
That's right.
There.
Yes, YouTube does a way better job than Facebook does.
Matter of fact, oh goodness, cameraman Ron.
Yeah.
Cameraman Ron. He's good friends with Daniel. He's recently asked all of his followers to just put Facebook aside. Yeah,
he's having issues with Facebook big time. I mean, we're having issues. None of my videos have been monetized for 2 straight weeks on Facebook. $0 whatsoever. And of course, y'all know this is how we make money is making content. And I mean, like I said before, that's like you going to work for 2 weeks and nobody paying you a dime for it.
And there's nothing we can do about it.
Nothing we can do about it. I've reported it. I've asked, but no issues at all. I mean, no comments back from Facebook. And the bad thing is I've had several people tell me that they are seeing ads on our Facebook videos. So what does that mean? That means that obviously Facebook's getting all the money, I guess. They're not splitting it, with the creators. So
it's just,
I don't know. It's been a mess. It's been a mess. But enough of that. I do have some great news today.
What is it?
We hit over 200,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube today.
Well, I saw people were saying you had one more. You had one more. You needed one more.
No, we're over it. Unless we lost a whole bunch.
Well, anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Yes, 200,000 is what it says.
Yep.
So we're ecstatic to know that there's 200,000 people. What? Well, I don't know. They don't necessarily watch all the videos, but they like us at some point. 200,028.
So we are over 200,000 on YouTube.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
It's been a minute, and we're so thankful
Yes.
for every one of you guys that choose to watch us on YouTube. Whether
Mhm.
you watch us on Facebook or YouTube, we still like you. But it's awesome.
It is awesome.
You got 1.7 watching right
I
now.
know it. I love it.
Yes.
I do love it.
So
Well, go ahead.
no, I don't know what I was gonna say.
I got that brain fog.
You go with it.
I'm not clicking like I normally am.
Well, you fog it on out. No telling what you're gonna say. Right?
Oh me. Well, it's not like, being
Out of
You know,
control.
like you drank a beer or anything like that. It's just not focused. Like I said, like a Benadryl or a Claritin. Claritin seems to do that to me.
Oh, I take Claritin all
Yeah.
the time and doesn't do anything to me. My channel is called Mrs. Coghill Farm. MRS Coghill Farm.
Mhm.
Very easy to remember.
That's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yep.
We're under the same Facebook page.
I'm thinking about changing that up though. I'm
Start
thinking
me
about
a
starting your
Facebook
own
page?
Facebook page. Yep.
Oh, goodness.
Yep.
Well, who knows what we'll do, but it's just not looking good for the home team on the. Yeah,
Oh.
Lester's having problems. Everybody's having problems.
Everybody's having problems,
It's
y'all.
just
Yeah.
so frustrating.
It is. Everybody's having problems, and y'all. Lester's huge. I mean, he's a big Facebook creator.
Yeah,
and
and
he's
he-
having problems.
So what does that tell
Yeah.
you?
Yep. So vacation. I will say this. This is funny. Is we have been going. We like theme parks right off the bat. It's terrible. We like theme parks. Mary Carl loves them. I like them, and you enjoy them.
I enjoy watching y'all enjoy it for the most part.
And so, we let Mary Carl choose where we want to go, and she wanted to go to a Universal. Now we've been to Disney a couple of times, but we like Universal better because it's a lot more compact. You don't have to walk 6 miles in between, and everything's so close together. The lines don't seem as long to us. Let's go, Scott. But out of all this time, you've never rode rides.
No.
And I think it's because, and I think maybe a lot of people do this too, is because you ride a fair ride,
Oh, yeah.
like at a fair. It's raining. You
It
hear
is. I've been hearing it. You're a little slow.
it? And the fair rides are different than a theme park ride.
Totally different.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Piper came to visit with us when we had the Pedals from the Past event.
Right.
Jason and I took her back to her home on that Sunday, I believe it was. And we asked Piper if she'd like to go to Universal. And Piper said, no, I can't do those rides. Y'all know
Yeah.
how I am on
Yeah.
rides. And Piper's just like me on a ride,
Right.
on a fair ride.
They're different.
They're different. They're
Fair
totally
rides
different.
tend to just, spin you around, most of the time, and the theme park rides are more theme related and to me are more entertaining instead of trying to scare the bejesus out of you.
Which one does that?
The fair rides.
The fair ride tries to scare you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Well, I won't ride a fair ride because I went on a date with a boy when I was about 16, I guess, because I met Jason when I was 17. So I
Mhm.
must have been 16. He picked me up and he liked to ride the rides. And so I was going to be a big girl and ride the rides with him. And I got on the Gravitron, which goes around and round, and they strap you in like you're straight up and down. It spins around. And I threw up all over him. And needless to say, that was our first and last date. He took me home, and that was that. But the rides at Universal are different. And my good buddy over at Head Family Farm, my good buddy Jacqueline, she has a little daughter named Eleanor and a husband named Zach, and they tell the truth all the time. They never tell you any lies.
Well, I think she was.
No,
telling
you
the truth.
she's not going to get mad at me for talking like this.
I think
She
thinks she was telling the truth.
She was telling the truth.
Yeah.
In her mind.
Yeah, in her mind.
So my good buddy Jacqueline and I talked before we went to Universal, and she told me that she thought that I could ride the Escape from the Green Dot?
The hybrid motorbike.
I don't even know what
Yeah.
any of
You
them
don't.
are
You
called.
you get them all confused.
I don't know what she told me I could
Yep.
ride, but it's the newest one. Newest Harry Potter ride at Universal.
Which is the hybrid motorbike ride, which is a roller coaster.
That you stand in line for 2 hours minimum. So Jacqueline went to the extent to tell me that she thought that it would be better if I rode the motorcycle versus the sidecar.
Yeah.
So I had in my mind that I could do this because Jacqueline told me I could. Mary Carl and I get in line, and the wait at the time was 60 minutes. So we stand in line, and Jason's going to go to the single riders line because we were told that single riders get in and out faster. So it would be easier for him to go in the single riders line.
Yeah, and if you don't know what a single rider line is, that is that you're by yourself. It's just one person, and a lot of times is that say if it's a family of 3, and the thing seats 4 people, there'll be that one empty seat, and that's where they'll put the single rider. And most of the time it works, but I learned something that it does not work when there is a 2-seater ride because the motorbike's a 2-seater ride.
Yeah.
So having that extra empty seat doesn't work so well on a 2-seater ride versus a 4-seater ride.
Right. So I get in line with Mary Carl. We know it's 60 minutes. It was at the end of the afternoon. Mary Carl was whipped.
Yeah.
She was sitting down every time the line moved just a few places. She'd sit down again. What in the world is that? They got a deer antler, so that's good.
That keeps them
Um,
occupied.
She'd sit down, move again. Sometimes she'd just scoot on her behind. She wouldn't even get up. She'd scoot.
Mhm.
So I got to thinking about halfway through, wonder how long this ride is because you couldn't see it. You
Yeah.
could not see it from the line we were in. Turn around and asked the lady behind me who had ridden it before, and she told me about 3 minutes. Didn't have a phone with me, so I couldn't watch or read anything because supposedly you had to empty your pockets and everything
Right.
because you might lose it on the ride, like
Right.
sunglasses or fanny packs or whatever. So I had no phone, and I'm starting to second guess myself. I'm starting to think that this ride might not be a good idea. So I tell Mary Carl, I don't know if I can do this. Mama, come on. We've been waiting here for 45 minutes. You can do it. About that time, we get in this little area where you can see rickety boards going across the top of us with a motorcycle going over the top of us. And by this time, I'm thinking, my heart is not going to make it through this ride. I'm just getting more nervous by the minute, but she tells me I can't back out. And I'm feeling the same because I've been waiting for almost an hour now.
Right.
So we get to the spot and the motorcycle pulls up, and I did as Jacqueline told me. I hopped on the motorbike, and Mary Carl got in my sidecar, and I'm going to tell y'all what. It gave me the thrill I have never experienced in my life. In a good way, but also in a way that I don't want to ride it again. I don't want to ride it again.
Yeah.
Without giving away the whole ride, I will tell y'all what scared me the most. And that is that we had been going about a minute and a half.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking to myself, if I ever get off of this thing, I swear I will never, ever do it again.
Uh-huh.
We get to going and we're going real fast and we go up to the top and it says exit. And it looks like the ride's fixing to go straight down. I don't do drops. I do not do drops.
Oh, man.
So I'm thinking, I'm really fixing to lose it.
Yeah.
I'm really fixing to lose it. And guess what happened, y'all? It started going in reverse.
It went backwards.
It went backwards. Y'all hear all our...
Our birds. Those are babies.
These are on our porch that have nested. Now, I'm not going to say that I didn't enjoy it. Our brown farmhouse said Egypt loves that ride.
Ooh, I like it
Egypt's
too.
a little bitty girl.
Mhm.
I'm a big grown lady. and it didn't make me sick at
Yeah,
all. It's
that's right.
not that. It's
Yeah.
not the sickness of it. It is the heart effect.
Yeah.
It just about gave me a heart attack, y'all. I was grinning from ear to ear when I got off. I'm glad I did it. I'm not mad at Jacqueline by all means, but Mary Carl told me you should have rode the
You
cart,
should have rode
Mama.
the cart.
So Jason didn't get to ride that day because the
Oh, the single rider line was. I didn't move. I finally got out of line.
he got out
Yeah,
of line.
I
and-
finally got out of line, but I did ride it the next day. We got up early. We had the whatever
Express Pass.
early entry.
Early entry.
Yeah, because you can't use Express Pass on that ride. So I got to do it. Me and Mary Carl got up early and got there when they opened up the park. And
because she wanted to ride the motorcycle.
yeah,
She didn't want to ride in the sidecar. And
that's right.
When she got off and she saw me, she said, "Mama, you should have rode the sidecar because the motorcycle was much more intense."
Yeah, it was. It was. That,
I'm glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it.
yeah.
I wouldn't take that part away, but I don't want to do it again until next year.
Until next year.
Until next year. I tell y'all something funny. There's a little thing that you can see, and it's a little kiddie roller coaster, and it's a little motorcycle that's on a little wooden track. And
It's not. It's the regular motor. It's a regular. It's not a motorcycle. It's just a regular roller coaster. And it's got the hippogriff on the front of it.
So Mary Carl said, "Mama, you want to ride that?" And I was like, "Sure." First thing I ever rode at the park. And I get on there, and y'all, I'm screaming the whole time. And Mary Carl said when we got off, and I didn't even realize it, that my sound, what was that?
Mildred, I think.
No, it sounded like I don't know. My sound coming out of my mouth sounded like a chicken. She said I was singing the whole time around, but it was my yell, and that's how it was coming out because I was screaming the whole time. But y'all, I had a blast. I'm so glad I decided to ride some rides because once I started, I didn't stop.
You rode everything except the big roller coasters. And before that point, we had been to theme parks 4 times, and you haven't rode a ride.
I did this time.
You rode everything.
I don't know what happened to me. I felt like this is what I felt like. I told Jacqueline after I wrote it that life is too short. Live it to the fullest.
There you go.
And that's what I was living by. I just felt like I needed to, and I did it.
Yep. So that was great.
But do you have something to say?
No.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tell y'all what happened before we left.
What happened before we left?
Oh, I went to the emergency room
You did go to emergency room.
the Thursday before we left.
I forgot all about that.
No. Y'all, I went to the emergency room.
She did. Went to the emergency room.
I haven't been to the emergency room, well, since I had my appendix taken out, I guess.
I guess so.
But
Hey, girl.
it was a heck of a day that day. It was Thursday before we left, and if y'all want to watch the video, it was the day that the swarm happened on the farm. So I'm trying to think what I was doing.
You was taking the auger
I know I
off.
was taking the auger off, but what was I putting on? And why?
You were putting on the
So-
box blade because you were going to box blade the rocks Greg had
Oh, that's
put
right.
out.
So
Yep, that's what it was.
So I went to go get gas for the tractor in the
Mhm.
truck, and I got back, and Jason wasn't here, and he was supposed to be starting some plants in the green stalk, I believe is what you were supposed to be doing.
I can't remember.
So I didn't want to message him because I thought he was videoing. So I went ahead and put the gas in the tractor myself, and I went on down to take the auger off the tractor that was on there. And I've done it before. No big deal. Auger's the easiest thing to get off the tractor to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I go down and I get my pins taken out, and Jason's put this Pat's Easy hitch on the back of the tractor that makes attachments easier to go on and off. I have not done that before. I haven't taken anything off since we've had the Pat's Easy hitch.
Right.
So I think I'm doing it right. I take off the pins and I get the drive shaft undone and I get everything except for there's a last pin. And when I went to pull that out, the arm on the auger closed on my hand, y'all. And this part of my hand was in the auger with it shut. It just collapsed on it. So immediately, I've never had a broken bone in my body. Immediately, I said, my hand's broke. I have no doubt my hand's broke. So I didn't tell Jason anything. I just decided that I was going to walk on up to the house. And about that time, Jason realized I was home and he came driving down. And I sent him a message and I said, my hand's broke. And he said, oh my gracious, what did you do? And I said, it's a long story, but I broke my hand. I'm telling a story because I texted you that and you thought I was still at the gas station.
I thought you were still at the gas station.
You thought I was. He was like, how could you break your hand when you're at the gas station?
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, I'm not at the gas station. I've already put gas in the tractor and I'm trying to take the auger off. And there he comes in the little buggy. Beep, beep. Here I come. So when he gets down there, he can see that I'm holding my hand and he wants me to ride on the side by side. And I said, I'm just going to walk because I had tears in my eyes and I just knew my hand was broke. So I gave it about 30 minutes and the pain was not getting any better. It was getting more intense and I knew it was broke. And all I could think about was my daughter wants me to go to Discovery Cove with her and play in the water. And I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm going to have a cast on my hand. That's all I could think about. Here it was Thursday. We're leaving Sunday. Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. We're fixing to leave.
Yeah, we're fixing to leave.
So I went to the emergency room and they thought it was broke. They put me in a room and they brought the portable x-ray and I got up and I looked at the x-ray and I said, I don't know what I'm looking for, but it doesn't look broke. So my hands start to feel better now, because I looked at the x-ray and I didn't see anything abnormal. I'd been looking at pictures of broken bones but I just knew that if this was broke, I had to wear a full cast. That was my fear.
Yeah.
And so y'all, they came back and they said it's crushed.
But not broken.
It's not broken. It's crushed. And I had crushed the ligaments and the muscles there, but I had not broken any bones. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. So they wrapped it up and they gave me some painkillers and they tried to give me a pain shot. And I said, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm going to fight this out because I knew I had to pack. We were trying to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was literally the dickens to get ready to go on this trip because we had a week's worth of work we had to do in advance to get ready.
Yeah, and it took me, oh man, it
Oh,
probably took me 3 weeks to get
3 videos ahead.
a whole week of videos ahead.
And y'all, and I just thought, I'm fixing to set this stuff back. We're not going to be able to, I knew I was going to be able to go.
Yeah.
I was going. If I had a cast, I was going.
Right.
So, oh my gracious. My point was, it wasn't broke. I'm okay. I still feel it. It's all up in this joint in my thumb. But what made me think about it was when I was riding that bad ride, good ride.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
Hagrid's.
Mm-hmm. When I was riding that and I rode that motorcycle instead of that sidecar, I gripped on that motorcycle as hard as I could. And y'all see the picture that Jason took of me up in the air.
Oh, if I still got
on that motorcycle because when I got off, my legs were tight from grabbing onto the motorcycle so tight. But my hand hurt so bad for 2 days after that because I was already my hand was already messed up, and here I was grabbing onto that bike. Y'all gotta see this. Hilarious. Look at me on that motorcycle. Y'all could probably, you didn't leave it up there long enough. Y'all can probably see the white in my knuckles. I was grabbed on so tight.
But you are grinning.
I was having a blast.
You are grinning.
But I was scared to death. I'm here to tell y'all, I grabbed on so tight and I got off and I said, y'all, my hand hurts so bad. But at least I knew it wasn't broke. Because I couldn't have rode it if I'd been in a cast.
Yeah.
I could have rode in a sidecar. Couldn't I?
You could have rode in the sidecar.
I could have.
Then you wouldn't have to grip on anything.
But a couple of days after that, Brooke on her hog. Y'all, that picture doesn't do me justice because I was riding. I mean,
Oh me.
I was having a time.
Well, the I was sat out there at the exit, and I kind of walked my way up because I could see where the people were coming through, and it took like an hour, and I had figured out the roller coaster by then because it was just coming by, and so I knew exactly where it was going to go and everything.
I don't know how you got that picture.
So I knew exactly where it was going to go. So I was waiting on y'all, and I could see y'all coming first, so I was ready. So that's how I got the picture.
Oh goodness, I don't know how you got the
Oh,
picture because there was how many people did we see go through an hour? 1,400.
1,700.
1,700 people go through this line in 1 hour.
Yeah, that's what we read. That's
And
crazy.
Mary Carl and I had been in line over an hour.
Yeah.
So, you looked at 2,000 people to know that here's Brooke on the hog.
Well, here was the other thing is that you didn't have your phone. I had mine, and I was steadily typing, hoping
me.
it would show up on your watch. And then I started thinking, oh man, what if y'all got off? And I didn't know where y'all were, and y'all were trying to find me because it was taking so long. But anyways, I kind of figured out if y'all have gotten off, then you would have saw your phone and you would have texted me.
Well, I wouldn't have
No, you
seen
didn't
my
have your phone
It was
because
in the
I had.
locker.
That's right, I had your phone. That's right, because I got the.
Somebody said that needs to be the Cargill Christmas picture. Oh my gosh. When he showed me that picture, I couldn't help but laugh because that's
Oh,
exactly
man.
what I felt like. I felt like, what you gonna show now? Me high-fiving the men?
You high-fiving the big tall guy.
Oh, y'all, look at this. That's a man at the ride is called the Mummy.
The Mummy.
And they have these men that stand there on stilts, and I just wanted to give him a high five.
Somebody.
No, I'm not getting on a plane again. That's a whole different kind of sickness.
No, he drove.
We drove.
Or Brooke drove, I should say.
Brooke drove.
Yeah.
So on the way there, my car didn't cut off for 9 hours.
Yes.
And on the way back, my car didn't cut off for a little over 8 hours. I don't know how we pulled that off, but anyway, it took an hour longer going than it did coming back.
Well, I think because we made several stops coming back.
Yeah.
Versus than we were getting down there. So that's why.
Voodoo Donuts. Yes, ma'am. We love it.
Mm-hmm. My favorite is Grape Ape.
My favorite is Butterfinger.
You like the Butterfinger one. I like the
Butterfinger
Grape Ape.
or Buttermilk Bar.
The Buttermilk Bar was good, but I feel like I could have gotten that at any.
Yeah, you're right.
But the odd ones was the Grape Ape's the one I like. That's the one I like.
I brought my mom back one of those Texas ones, and it's just a big plain donut that's huge. And I also brought her a chocolate covered one because I thought, she's a plain Jane kind of person.
Yeah.
I kind of thought she liked the chocolate one better, but she liked the Texas best.
Did she like it?
Mm-hmm.
And Mary Carl liked the strawberry one they had. Whatever,
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what
Or
it was, but it was a
pinky.
strawberry
Something
one.
pink.
Yep.
There she goes with her pigeons.
Oh, Mary Carl got our pigeons.
The boys are following her.
Oh goodness, I know she.
Yeah, lost an hour, and that took some adjusting because we wanted to get up and go to the park as soon as it opened, which was an hour earlier than what we're used to getting up.
Yeah,
So we didn't do it on the first day. That's why we stood in line.
it is.
That's why we stood in line for the Hagrids, because we knew we couldn't get up that early the first day at least.
Right.
What's that say? Mildred's new house. When is Moody and Mildred's new house going to be? Where is it going to be?
Big Thunder.
It's going to be back behind the barn.
Y'all can tell this is live.
Yes, live thunder.
It's starting to pop up.
Is it?
Mhm.
We need the rain. We really do. I mean, if it were to start, then we would not cry because we need it so bad.
Did you guys swim with the dolphins? We didn't, Miss Sue, but we did last time.
Yeah, we went when Mary Carl was much younger and did the swimming with a dolphin, and she didn't care for it. I don't know why. I mean, I thought it was kind of cool, but neither you nor her cared for it much.
It's quick.
Yeah, it was quick. And plus we kind of got messed up because the dolphins weren't acting right that day.
It was raining bad.
And
That's what it was.
They put us off until late
Yeah.
that afternoon. Did we stay in Disney? No, we stayed at Universal.
We stayed at Universal.
But she didn't want to do it again, and I was okay with that because we kind of felt like we just had to stick around that area all day.
Yeah.
When we did the swimming with the dolphins.
Yeah. And for the wait,
it wasn't worth it for us.
I mean, you probably spend a whole, and I'm not lying, whole
half a day.
I'm talking about how much actual time you're actually with the dolphins.
Oh,
30 seconds.
Oh no! I mean, you've swam all the way out.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know.
Well, Hagrid's took me 3 minutes, so there's no way those dolphins swim 3 seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds. You get your picture. You hold it and you get your picture taken with them, and it's on to the next person, and then they take you out and you hold on to the fin, and then you go, and that's it. So
something else that we did that we kind of had planned for, but we didn't know how we're going to fit it in, was there was a store that was down south of Tampa.
I didn't mention that in the video either.
I didn't know if you did or not.
I meant to, and I didn't.
Y'all, I don't watch the videos, so I don't ever know what goes on.
Yeah.
I know y'all are probably thinking I'm a weirdo, but I don't watch the videos. So I didn't know if Jason talked about this or not, but before we left, Mary Carl said she wanted to go to this bird store, and she told us it was in Tampa. And we were like, okay. Well, I looked at where Tampa was on the map because I've never been to Tampa, and all I could see was that it was so far south of Orlando. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
They can't hear it.
They can hear.
Okay.
So it was actually south of Tampa. It was called Everything Birds, and Mary Carl wanted to go. So one day we went to the park that morning. We got our thrills in, and at lunch we left and went to somebody said something was hurting their ears. The wind was hurting their ears so bad. How?
Because it's loud. I'm telling you, the wind noise is awful. We're going inside.
We quitting or are we coming back?
That was bad there. We can take the computer inside and just sit down where we normally sit down.
Yeah, but we have to walk up the stairs with it live and all that. Oh, it's fixing to storm, y'all.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. We got to cut it short. Some people are saying the wind isn't bad. Just stay on. We can hear you fine.
Okay.
We don't want to get struck by lightning.
Yeah, so we're going to get struck by lightning.
So we'll walk in. We'll walk in the kitchen. Oops, that was my phone. Please, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Sorry if we're making y'all dizzy.
Y'all bear with us. Sun's shining on this side of the house.
Builder's staring at me.
We wasn't expecting this.
We just sit right here. Right here. Want to stand up?
Yeah, we can stand up.
Because there's not much left. Y'all, I gotta make room on my counter so you can see us. But
There.
okay, so we're inside and there's no wind noise. We were scared we were gonna get struck by lightning. So I was telling you about the bird store, and it was a little bit south of Tampa. And it took us about 2 hours to get there.
It did. Do you remember the name of it?
Everything Birds.
Everything Birds. Okay.
Everything Birds.
They actually posted a picture of Mary Carl.
They did.
Yeah.
We got sorry about the stripes.
Yeah, that's the
Should we
light.
cut that light off?
I can.
But it did not disappoint. It was a very cool store, and Jason and I had a good time as well.
It is big too.
They had a lot of birds there you could interact with. And we just had a good old,
And then
as Piper said, we had a good old fashioned Christmas.
Oh, that's funny. Mary Carl enjoyed it.
She did.
She had a great time. They had a bunch of stuff in there that she couldn't get anywhere else, and she bought all kinds of goodies for her birds. They had one bird there named Mojo, which was a macaw,
I didn't remember his name.
that
He liked
absolutely
Jason.
liked me a lot.
He liked Jason.
And I played with that bird for I don't know how long. We were there. I bet we were there for a good
2 hours.
2 hours at least.
He would say peekaboo, and then he would hide his head from Jason, and Jason had a good old time playing with him.
Yeah.
Did you talk about who we took on our trip with us?
No, ain't talk about that either.
Oh, this is a big surprise.
Mhm.
Y'all know we didn't get away without taking an animal.
The animal went on a trip with
Well,
us.
let me give them a little teaser.
Oh, okay.
Come here. Hi, we're doing the rest of the live in here because it was lightning.
The wind and the weather got so bad we brought it inside.
Do y'all think Gidget got to go to Universal?
Hang on. Or Arlo.
Who do y'all think got to go to Universal? Did you talk about Holly going to daycare?
No, I ain't talking about Holly going to daycare either.
So Holly, we can't pick Holly up, but do you think Holly went to Universal? Here's Holly. Who do y'all think went to Universal with us?
Oh, me.
None of these.
None of them.
None of these guys, girls went to Universal. Guess who got to go to Universal? Fina.
Mary Carl's pet pigeon. went to
Mary Carl's
Universal.
pet pigeon went to Universal and stayed at the resort.
Yep. It will. And we checked it all ahead of time. We didn't like sneak.
Oh no, we
in.
didn't sneak her in. We
Yeah,
we paid a pet deposit, which was surprisingly very inexpensive.
it was.
And therefore, this was the best part, in my opinion.
She must have seen one of the boys.
She did. So the best part about taking a pet was we got to stay on the first floor
We did get to stay on the first floor.
because the first floor was all pets.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me at Universal they didn't think they had ever had a pigeon to stay there.
Oh, me.
So-
and you can see Fina and Mary Carl at Everything Birds. That's what she posted. Because
Yeah.
she never had a pigeon come in her store either.
She never had
Yeah.
a pigeon come in the store. Fina is very well behaved.
Oh, my gracious.
Unlike Gidget.
Yeah. You would never know you'd never even know Fina was even around.
Mary Carl told me that she thought Pomeranians were probably on the list of animals that could not come to the to Universal.
I agree with her.
She probably couldn't.
Yeah.
But Gidget would have had the time of her life. She just would have barked and
Mhm.
nobody would have got much sleep.
No sleep.
Would they, Gidget?
They would have kicked us out.
Gidget.
They would have kicked us
Dylan,
out.
don't
Gidget.
talk about you like that.
They would have kicked us out with Gidget.
So yeah, Fina got to come, and Fina went to Everything Birds,
Yep.
the store. She had a great time. She walked around in the store on Mary Carl's arm, and we took Fina outside at the resort and walked her around. And
She was on a leash, on
I've-
some kind of.
she had a harness and
Harness
a
on.
leash. And she wears a diaper, so it's no.
Yeah.
I was going to show a picture of Fina at the resort. I had some good ones. You hadn't even seen them, I don't think. But it made her feel.
I had one of Fina.
Y'all can
Oh, there she is.
see her there. That's at the resort with the water back behind us and Fina's leash. So, yeah, she got to go and enjoy the trip.
Yep. And then Holly went to a doggy resort, a doggy retreat.
She did, because we knew that with Holly's energy level, there was no way that Chestnut Hills could have took care of her and all of our critters
Yeah,
outside too.
That's right.
So, yeah, Holly went to a doggy resort, and the rest of our dogs got to stay inside,
Yep.
and go in and out as they normally do. But I can't thank Chestnut Hills enough for
No.
what they did for our farm, because y'all, we couldn't have went on this trip without them.
We couldn't have.
And I mean, I'm already planning the next one, whether y'all want to hear that or not. It's been an issue that's been ongoing, trying to find somebody that, first of all, that you trust.
Yeah.
That's a big issue. And second of all, that will do what they say they're going to do.
That's right.
I guess that goes along with trust, but
There's been things that we want to go to. There's been even speaking engagements that we've turned down in the past because we couldn't go to them. And just, a lot of things that
Yeah.
that we've missed in the past that we may now can get to go to.
That's right. I mean, not that we didn't trust them before now, but I don't want to put somebody out to try to. Somebody said they could hear Gidget on the Just a Hill Farm video.
I bet you can.
Gidget.
Oh,
Did
man.
you believe that?
They
I
telling
don't.
on you, Gidget.
I don't believe it.
They are ratting on you.
So the boys stayed here. Rocky and Bandit, they stayed in their area, and Chestnut Hills took care of them. They took amazing care of them, just
Yep.
like they did everything else here. So y'all go over to their page.
And Clack said we got good neighbors now. The Clack Shack.
That's right.
That's right.
Yep. Now we got good neighbors, and we certainly appreciate it. We got Clack too. He's our good neighbor.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
So I hope we didn't bore y'all with our talk about our trip, but it's just something that we needed. We needed to be able to do that as a family and take a break from all that we've had going on the past few years. I mean, because it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
I know for you guys, some of you, it's been a long time too, and your day's coming.
That's right.
But we're thrilled to be able to take that trip with our family and enjoy it, not worry.
Yeah.
I said to myself, Mama told me before we left, she said, Brooke, maybe y'all not take this trip. And I said to myself, I said, you better believe I'm taking this trip because
Yes.
we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to have the time of our life. And I think we did.
We did. We had a great time. Had a great time.
Next time, Gidget's going.
That's what you kept telling Mary Carl.
Yeah, every time. Every time. And I did not mind driving at all. I did not mind the
I
drive.
tell you, the ride wasn't bad. That was my biggest thing was the ride over there, and the ride was not bad at all.
Even Mary Carl didn't think it was.
No,
it
Mary
was
Carl
bad.
didn't think it was bad. If we didn't stop, it would have taken us about 7.5 hours.
7.5
Yeah.
hours.
But we stopped and got lunch, and
We
course,
just took our time. We
we
didn't get
did.
in a hurry.
We did.
No tickets there or going back.
mm-hmm.
I was just.
And we had made our mind up too. If we wanted to stop and stay somewhere, we would do that too.
Yeah, we weren't going to be in a rush.
That's
We were
right.
just going to enjoy ourselves. Stroller for a dog. Yeah. Stroller for a dog, but I'm not taking her in the park.
Even though we saw dogs in the park,
We did.
we even saw a dog.
Y'all see
In
Cujo?
the
Y'all see
line.
Cujo here? She saw a boy go by.
Yeah,
Or
one of
a
the boy
man.
dogs.
A man.
We saw a dog in line when one of the rides. Now I'm assuming I don't know how it worked. I don't know how that works.
It's a service dog.
I know, but did somebody hold the dog and the woman ride the ride and come back? And
Hey.
I'm not for sure how that worked. But we did, and we saw one that had Crocs on.
Oh, y'all, we saw a poodle, and the poodle was painted pink, and the poodle had pink Crocs on.
It did.
I wish we could have got a picture of him.
I guess they were doggy Crocs. I don't know.
I don't know. They were cool, though.
And that was funny.
Okay, so we got one last thing to ask. First of all, I didn't start by saying the date.
Ah, you have to miss this one.
I have to miss the date
Yep.
on this one. Y'all will never know. But I want to know what's everybody having for supper tonight because I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
So guess what we're having?
What's that?
I won't make you guess. What are we having?
Egg sandwiches. Am I close?
I'm doing better than egg sandwiches tonight. We're gonna have
What?
the Sungold pasta
Already?
without Sungolds
I
because they're
should
not
have
ready yet.
known that.
Yes,
because
I
saw
have tomatoes. I
I
don't know where they went
don't
though.
know, but yeah, I should have known that.
So what are y'all having for dinner? You
Fried
better-
rice, a
better-
salad. Ooh, Western burger and fries. Oh.
You're making me want to pack my tomatoes
Oh,
away.
man. Oatmeal. That's what we had this morning.
Yeah, well, Jason and I
Yep.
have oatmeal just about every day.
Carnitas. I love
sounds
carnitas tacos. Yes. I
Y'all,
like pastors.
are you ready for this?
Homemade pizza.
We ate
Shepherd's
we
pie.
ate a lot of good food while we were gone.
We did.
We only made one sit down eat the whole time we were there, like restaurant.
Yeah.
And that was at an Italian restaurant called Vivo.
Mm-hmm.
So we made reservations, even though it wasn't necessary. And we ate the Italian. That's one of Mary Carl's favorite foods. We thought she would enjoy it. And y'all know what I did during the whole time we're eating?
I had a picture of it.
I know that's what I was going to tell you.
Let me see if I
see
still
if
got it.
you
You
can
go
find it.
ahead.
So during the whole sitting at Vivo, all I could do was watch Miss Judy from Sneed's Farmhouse Sanctuary's calf be born. And that was on Cinco de Mayo. That I don't know what day that was. I'm all mixed up, but that was must have been Friday. Friday, I believe. Cinco de Mayo. She named the calf Cinco because it was born on that day. But I watched the live cow birth during the whole time, and I feel guilty now because I shouldn't have been doing that. But I couldn't take myself away from it. I was just so invested in the calf being born. So if y'all didn't see that and you've never seen a live cow birthing, you should go on over to Miss Judy's Sneed's Family Farmhouse Sanctuary. Sneed's Farmhouse Sanctuary. That's me sitting at the restaurant having my meal. Yeah. When do you get the new goat? Maybe this week.
Maybe this next week. Yep.
Maybe this week.
Yep. I saw when you asking, everybody was typing so fast, I missed who said it, but I would love to have what they're having for supper tonight.
What?
Strawberry shortcake.
For supper?
That's my kind of supper.
I did have a milkshake for lunch.
Oh, a
one day.
BLT. Oh, I wish
That
our
sounds
tomatoes were
delicious.
ready. Goodness gracious.
Gidget says she would like to have a little pile of cheese.
I tell you, I can't wait to, but I could get BLTs. Tennessee Mountain Man got me messed up by saying BLTs. He got me out of whack there.
So y'all better start thinking about your dinner because we're about to here at Coghill Farm. We're about to have to start preparing.
Sungo pasta. And
Sun
if
Gold
you want to
pasta.
know how to cook that,
Yes.
it's on our website, coghillfarm.com.
While you're there, check out Jason's blog.
Yep.
Critters and
Crops.
Crops.
Just hit the menu button. It should be there.
And read his blog about starting seeds
Yep.
if that's something that interests you. So I guess until next Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to try to do our best to be on at regular time, 4:00 Central Standard Time. If anything changes, we always try to let you guys know.
That's right. Scott.
I was going to say Holly's not going to sign us off. Scott is.
Scott is. Mm.
So I hope y'all enjoyed our live, and I guess we'll see you in 7 days or so.
That's right. Y'all be good.